Breaking news.
And continuing with breaking news this morning, where a usually quiet neighborhood has been waking up to a massive fire response out in Pleasant Hill. Thank you for joining us. I'm Adam Miranda. Chelsea has the day off. Our reporter Aaron Ariano was live on scene. And Aaron, you've been out there for a little bit now. Have you learned any new updates since we last checked in with you?
Well, Adam, first I want to say a lot of neighbors were woken up by this morning's massive response. And a lot of neighbors also telling me that they're not entirely surprised that this happened at the house in question. I'll explain that in just a moment. Let me get out of the way here. First, on the right, you could see that fire marshal truck, that white truck right there. The fire marshal just arrived to help investigate. They suited up, and now they're going to be going inside that home to help determine the cause of fire, which is now put out. They're in mop-up mode. That fire first reported at this home on the 8500 block of Edenvale Road in Pleasant Hill Goshen Fire and Rescue. I just spoke with their chief, Andrew Smith. He says that when that fire was reported, possibly with somebody trapped inside, they said that they did show up. They could not find anybody. They knocked down that fire, and they did locate the resident off site safely. And now the investigation is underway as to what caused that fire. I'd asked him if it was suspicious in any way, and he couldn't confirm anything because, again, they are continuing to look into that. Now, this is the scene from earlier this morning. The massive response, you see all that smoke. Lane County sheriffs at the time, they were in charge of the scene. I can't say I know that for sure now because they're no longer here, but I did reach out for more information to see, what they could tell me from when they first responded here. But in the end, neighbors here woken up by this morning's massive fire response.
I just thought, well, what the heck's going on? I thought maybe it was an ambulance, somebody needs some help. So I just decided to go look outside, and I noticed the smoke. And then after that, there was truck after truck after truck, and it just kept coming.
I spoke with neighbors who say this is generally a quiet neighborhood with the exception of that house in question. 3 different neighbors tell me that the individual living there may have had a history of mental illness. Now, that is, again, coming from the neighbors. That is something that I got to confirm with Lane County Sheriff's Office when I get the chance later this morning. But as you can see, these firefighters put up a battle this morning, and the cause of the fire, I should say, still not known at this time. But the good news is no injuries, nobody was hurt. That fire stayed in that one mobile home. It did not spread. But again, they're going to be here all morning trying to determine exactly what the cause of this fire was. And I'll be here all morning as well. For now, reporting live here in Pleasant Hill, I'm Aaron Ariano. We'll toss it back to you guys.
Okay, Aaron, thank you very much. We'll continue to follow the story as it develops, have the latest for you a little bit later in the newscast and also on Oregon News Now at 11 o'clock. But today we're starting off a little